Hello, welcome to Tea with Debbie, and let's talk about it. I think today what I would like to talk about is dementia. Not very many people talk about it that I can see on YouTube so far, and I kind of just want to talk about what I know, what's my life um, struggles, and the things that I've dealt with from my side for myself. My mother will be 85 years old in just a couple of months, and she has dementia. She lived with me for 11 years, and we had really good times. We had times where we were able to get a lot closer than what we have been in the past. Um, as you know, if you've watched any of my videos before, there were some hard times and hard things that we went through with my mom just because of the type of person that she was. But anyway, her 11 years with me, we had our ups and downs. It was hard. We had good days. But I did a questionnaire type thing with my mom to try to find out more about her and her family life, her childhood, things that she likes and dislikes. It was more like a personal one-on-one thing. It was just me and her in the room, and we were talking. And I still have that booklet that we went through those questions with. And I found out a lot about my mother that I didn't know. And it helped me to understand her a little bit better, actually a lot better than what I did when I was younger, and I didn't understand why she was the way she was. But each one of us kids, and there's 8 of us in my family, there's 7 girls and a boy. A couple of us tried. A couple of my sisters tried a couple times to take her in and take care of her, to give me a break, to let her live with them, but they couldn't handle it. It was too hard for them. Not only that, they worked, they had jobs and families to take care of, and so it made it more difficult for them. At the time, my health has not been good for years, so I was at home, and I kept my mom with me. She would have, at times, there would be, like she was delusional. She would forget things, she would lose things, and she always wanted to start accusing people of stealing her things. As the years progressed and it went on, and we were together 11 years, that's a long time, it got worse. She had a lot of health problems. She ended up with stage 4 colon cancer, but they were able to do surgery, and she's been cured of it. She hasn't had nothing come back, so that was a miracle. It was a blessing, but it was scary. And she went through a lot, and from that surgery, going through that surgery, it changed her a lot. Her emotionalism and her feelings about things, the way she thought about things, I believe that it made things worse for her as far as her dementia. Now she is in a nursing facility, and she's doing quite well. She's on a routine. She can't demand things like she would at home because, she's with family and she just wanted to get by with more. Well, she's in a more structured environment now, so she can't do that anymore. She tries, but it doesn't get her anywhere. But I'm not sorry for the time that I spent with my mom. Dementia is hard. it's hard to see your loved one go through all the struggles and the changes, and they do know. My mom did anyway. She knew she was going through changes in her mind and that things weren't right, and she would get upset because she was so confused. She would walk into the kitchen and tell me she couldn't find the microwave, and she was standing right beside it, you know. So there's a lot of things with dementia that people don't talk about, and there's little things that happen that sometimes people don't notice right away. But they will get forgetful. They will repeat themselves quite a bit. They'll tell the same stories. I mean, I've heard I've heard so many stories day after day, but that's okay. At least she's still here to tell me stories. I talk to her now on the phone every day. I try to. I do call her, but she doesn't answer sometimes because she's got her earphones on so that she doesn't bother her roommate that's in the room with her. And she is very, very slow at getting around and moving around. This last trip, one of my other sisters took her to shopping so she could get a few things. She wanted to go, and so she had her walker, and by the time she got not even halfway through the store, she was feeling like she was going to pass out. She was short of breath. She just couldn't go any further. She had to sit down in her chair. The store kept asking, I guess, if my sister wanted an ambulance called, and she said no, she'll be all right, just let me get her calmed down. Well, anyway, they got her calmed down, and my sister finished her shopping for her while she sat and rested, and then she took her back to the nursing home. But it's gotten to the point now where she can't get out and go anywhere. You know, it's not possible. And now if she has to go to a doctor's appointment or something, anywhere, she's got to have somebody with her. She can't be alone. There's no way. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. She gets upset because she thinks that they don't check her blood pressure often enough or pay attention to her, but I know that they do. She's got several nurses in there that they just love her to pieces. They bring her snacks or sodas, things that she likes. They bring her clothes. They do all kinds of stuff for her. Since she's been in the nursing home, she's gotten into crafts. She loves to paint and draw, and I can tell you right now, I've never seen her doing any artwork, and it's fantastic what she does. She does wonderful artwork. She paints. She likes those little canvases that she can paint on. She draws pictures of God, you know, in heaven, and a couple at the bottom, or she draws pictures of birds and squirrels, a barn, and she just absolutely does do a good job. I told her, I don't know why you never showed any of us the artistic side that you have, because it's beautiful. She does a wonderful job. Anyway, she's doing well there. I'm happy where she is. She's happy where she is. And it was a hard decision. It hurt. And it made me feel guilty. And I think it did my sisters too. But it hurt me, I think. I don't know a lot more. She was with me for so long. And in a way, I was really happy that she was able to go and be there. But then in another way, it kind of made me sad. I missed her. I still miss her. That's why I try to call her every day. But anyway, the people need to pay more attention to their loved ones, especially when they're older. People don't look for certain signs, and it can even happen to young people. It's not just older people. there's many different forms of dementia. Um, Most usually, it's the the frontal lobe, uh, where it affects their memory, motor movements, moving around. It will affect their speech. They'll uh, forget words or forget what they're talking about, get lost in their conversation. And it kind of scares me because my grandmother on my dad's side and my grandmother on my mother's side, and now my mother, has all had dementia. My doctor has already told me she thinks that I have aphasia, something like that. That's where you get lost in a sentence. You don't remember the words that you want to say. You don't remember a certain word. You get lost for the word that you're trying to use. I do that quite often anymore. Sometimes I forget if I took my medicine or not. There's little things. So I do worry about it, but I hope and pray that I keep my wits about me. And I don't want to make this a long video. I want people to be aware, to know what to look for, and if you have any concerns or any doubts at all, check with your doctor, their doctor, please. It is very important. It's not something to ignore. And also, I would like to thank every single person out there that watches my videos. I appreciate it more than you know. I love all of you. You're all like family to me, and I enjoy speaking with you. If there's anything that I can say or help with, or you have any questions, I will respond. If I don't know the answer, I will let you know that I don't know the answer. I don't ignore people when they comment on my channel. And like I always say at the end of my videos, give a smile. It means more than you think to somebody when you say, hello, how are you? Are you having a good day? Make a little conversation. It means more to them than you realize, like I've said. So this is just a short video. I keep saying that, but it's important to keep an eye on elderly people, watch over them, make sure they're okay, but also yourself. If you notice anything for yourself, please talk to your doctor. And I'll close for now. I love you all, and I appreciate all of your comments and you watching my videos. And oh, by the way, my name is Debbie, and it's Tea with Debbie. Goodbye. Talk to you later. Have a good day.